days, I would see grown folks playing spades, mama yelling at me.
I'm tired, but I'm here. I'm here.
I turn around and bump into my cousin Jenny. Got a J in his hand and some Kenny. Perfect time while they drunk ask for money. Pulled out a water catch and gave me
This right here is called Selling Party.
Jody C blast through the speakers as the door opens and closes. So many people at the selling party. I'm about to go get me a drink at the selling party.
You ready to rock and roll, TJ?
They got the fish fry going down in the selling party.
Yeah.
At the selling party.
Let's go.
And I'ma just do my dance at the selling party. Selling party dance for your living room. If you're acting up, you might get chased out with a broom. And don't let the beat boys come.
Yeah. DJ Chinny she's not feeling the best, and so our well wishes go to old DJ Chinny out there, and Kenya's taking little personal time, and so we're rocking out today. TT, you and I, how you feeling out there?
I'm here. I'm tired. I had a long day at work.
Hey, listen to me. That's that grind. That's that grind. But you gonna push it through, and we're gonna give the folks a great old show today. Go ahead and let them know where they can find us, TT.
Y'all can find us at Master TV on all social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, YouTube, you name it, we're on it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share our stuff. Leave your honest opinions. We appreciate it all.
1000% engage, please engage. And TT, I really, today we got some good topics here, and we're going to start with this beautiful lady here that I have on the wall. This beautiful lady here, America, her name is Miss Jasmine Crockett, and she had some choice words at this hearing here, this Congress hearing, and I tell you right now, TT, she was really on one, and I never seen Jasmine get this hot. She was hot in this one.
Are the Proud Boys a white supremacist organization? Yes or no? Starting with Ms. Wiley.
It is my view they are. It depends on how you define it. I have a book.
Okay, never mind.
It depends on how you define it.
It's a yes or no. Proud Boys, how they define themselves. Are they white supremacists? Yes or no?
I have not read a description of how they define themselves.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not on their mailing list. I don't know.
So are you only on the mailing list of...
I'm not like the SPLC. I don't fund organizations that I'm in.
Oh, it just seemed like you were saying because you haven't received their mail, you only received the mail of white supremacists. But go ahead, last witness.
No, they're not white supremacists.
And you know what? I do believe that y'all believe that. Let's try another one. Neo-Nazis. Miss Wiley.
Well, yes.
What?
Nazis is in their name. Neo-Nazis. Dr. Swain.
Is the question still about the Proud Boys, or is it about the...
Neo-Nazis.
Neo-Nazis.
We have moved on. Neo-Nazis.
Neo-Nazis are hate groups, and I have a book, 2002.
Okay, thank you so much.
About
So we're
hate
gonna...
groups
So
that I suggest that you all read.
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time. Neo-Nazis. Are they white supremacists?
Neo-Nazis, are they white supremacists?
Yes or no?
What's that?
Yes or no?
They're certainly anti-Semitic, which I would join with any member of the Democratic Party. Mr. Nadler earlier was talking about standing up
Okay,
for the Jewish
reclaiming my time. Next.
Yes, they're white supremacists.
Woo, thank God. Jesus Christ, I didn't think we were going to get there.
And I tell you right now, TT, she was really on one, and I never seen Jasmine get this hot. She was hot in this one. And it was so pitiful to folks that she's asking simple questions to them. She's asking them questions, about the Proud Boys, about these other white supremacist organizations, and are these white supremacist organizations or not? And they cannot give her a straight answer. The first lady, she just knew she had to. She just like, yes, they are. Yes, they are. But the other lady, just dragging on the answer. And the biggest concern here is that there's a bill that our president, my cousin Donald Trump, is trying to pass along here to actually provide reparations, reparations for those individuals who participated in running up in the Capitol building, a few years back, the Proud Boys and those individuals who sponsored the event. He's saying that they had, undergone severe trauma from their experiences. Some of them got locked up, and they want to pass a bill to suffice for the trauma of the Proud Boys and the others who put our politicians in danger, who just went haywire and crazy. I understand protesting and feeling good about yourselves, but to actually violently go inside of our Capitol building, put people in danger. There was a few people actually hurt from this incident, if I'm not mistaken. And so to provide reparations, all you're doing, it sounds like to me, is just basically providing funding and using your position of power to support financially your buddies. Large corporations and individuals who I believe TT had a hand in sponsoring these events. And it's just very disturbing to hear that. What's your thoughts on that, TT?
The fact that these people were hesitant or even said no to Proud Boys being a white supremacist is kind of crazy to me, but it's not shocking because in today's world, a lot of individuals are ignoring the truth. So it's not shocking, it's just kind of crazy. And then to, fund these groups, like fund the people that participated in it, like, what are we doing here? And then didn't she say something about our dollars? Yeah. The dollars I pay?
Yeah.
Going to these groups? Well, I'm a Black woman, so my Black dollar should not be going to any white supremacist group. Simple as can be. And then what's her name? Dr. Swan. Mm-hmm. I mean no harm when I say this, but bless her soul, because the fact that all of your answers to her questions was, well, I have this book. Man, we're not talking about your book. This conversation is not about your book. It's not about your book at all. So bless her soul. And shout out to Jasmine Crockett, because she has a lot of patience. I don't know if I would have been able to sit up there and allow them to just ignore. Like, this is basic. We're taught this at a lower level of education. Mm-hmm. Answer the question truthfully. That's it. That's all. That's all I have to say. It was crazy to me that these grown adults sat up there. Well, I'm not on there. I don't have a mailing address with them. Blah, 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 blah. This is my book. Like, are we for real? It was a disgrace, if you ask me.
I agree with you. And the thing about it is that we need people to understand this isn't a Republican or Democratic thing. This is an American citizen thing. It doesn't matter who it was. It was putting people in harm's way. And on top of that, we're talking about individuals, again, who are being provided the opportunity to be funded for ignorance, for putting people's lives in danger. It's a sad situation, TT, and I really respect Miss Jasmine. I'm telling TT, you told me she was married. I hadn't seen a ring on the finger. I know some people married remove the rings. I hadn't seen one in a while, TT. Now, Jasmine, if you see this, I'm gonna DM you or have your secretary hit me up, cousin Jimmy. I'm on Instagram. Holla at your boy. I tell you right now, she's fiery, TT. I tell you, I would like to really simmer.
Gotta love her. I
would like to have an opportunity to simmer the fire, just a tad. But I tell you right now, I give her, TT, I'll be honest, but I give her a lot of props. She's very. I love that she's standing up for what's right. And it's about treating people fair. Again, it's not a color thing. It's about a right thing. And
Yeah.
it's about just doing what's right by people. So I'm with you on that one, TT. So, and rolling right into it, we our next topic, just keeping the political thing going. We kind of touched on this last week as well about corporations funding political campaigns. This is kind of tied into the Proud Boys situation stuff because, our presidential elections, our state governor elections, Congress elections, senator elections, there takes millions and millions, in some cases billions of dollars for the presidential race here recently, where they're being sponsored by corporate sponsors and individuals who privately are donating to these campaigns anonymously, and you don't know who they are. And so Hawaii has passed a law, and taking it back to the fundamental fact that the state is the one that provides the corporation the power to do what the corporation can do, so the state can create laws to limit the corporation's ability. And I just thought that was just the smartest but simplest way to look at it. But the person who the team of individuals that came up with this idea to revert it back to the state's ability to provide the corporation power, because corporations are incorporated in states and they're incorporated in states based on state laws. And so to give for the states to take the power now in their hands and say, you know what, we're going to limit corporations' ability, anonymous individuals' abilities to influence political campaigns and influence the outcomes. Because when you're able to basically smother your competition because you have billions of dollars more than the individual does, it's unfair, and it is also too corrupt, because at the end of the day, it's about I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Ain't no way in the daggone world, TT, I tell you right now, ain't no way anybody's gonna give anyone $1 million, $10 million, $100 million and not expect anything. TT, when I get a call from a friend of Bubba, calls me and asks me for $7. Now I looked at, I said, but what the hell do you need $7? He did the oddest number in the damn world. So I lend the money. TT, I want my damn money back from Bubba. Do you understand? I'm not playing. Bubba, if you see this, give me my damn $7 back. I'm not playing. So what do you expect someone that's giving $1 million back? So shout out to the state of Hawaii for creating this law, because you have this the Citizens United amendment to this, the federal law allowing these corporations to do what they've been doing. And so there's studies saying that, just some years back, these political campaigns, if you go back to the early 2000s, they were averaging, in between $5 to $10 million. And now they said the recent presidential campaign was over $1 billion. So it's crazy. What's your thoughts on that, TT?
Well, I did have something similar to you, but I also wanted to add, doing stuff like getting money from these corporations, like you said, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. And I feel like in that sense, the citizens suffer from that, because, okay, you give me this money. Okay, boom, boom. We passing laws. Oh, now you want something from me, but you want it written. You want it as a law. So maybe I watch too much TV. But it could be a case of that. It could be a case of, okay, you just put $1 million towards me. I win. Okay, now I'm in control of passing these laws through. Okay, if this corporation that just gave me this money don't like this law, what am I going to do? If I don't do what they want me to do, what are they going to do to me? It's just a sense of that. Exactly. And then like stated in the video, you don't know where the money is coming from. Like he said, Russia could be funding candidates in the United States of America. You never really know. As long as they're anonymous, you will never know. So I say all that to say all money is not good money. Simple as that.
100%. And last week you said L. Douglas Wilder said, In politics, you follow
The
the money.
main factor of politics is money, literally.
Is
And
money.
as they just prove, this is everything is proving his point. First topic. What is that about? Money.
Yep.
Funding them. Second
Yep.
topic. Corporations.
Yep.
Funding candidates. Like
Yep.
it gets to a point. What's
Yep.
another factor? Please tell me. Because power
Yep.
comes with money.
That's a fact. And shout out to the state of Hawaii for stepping up. And this is a big move because other states are already in the process of doing the same thing. And it just got it again. We're talking about what's right. It's not a color thing here. Shift the culture is about shifting the narrative that's been poisoning our communities for years, for centuries. And hopefully we can get people to understand that this thing here is about the American people and it's doing right about people, period. So, shout out to the state of Hawaii for passing that law that's going to prevent corporations from influencing political campaigns. We got Miss Tulsi Gabbard here, the Director of National Intelligence here, and she recently resigned, and our wishes, and I mean this seriously, our wishes go to her and her family. She resigned. Her statement was her husband has some form of extreme bone cancer, and so we don't want to play around with that. Our hearts go to Miss Gabbard here and her family and her husband. But the timing, TT, it's the timing here for me because this is like the third person in like a month and a half that we've seen resign from the administration of my cousin Donald Trump. Donald, what the hell? What the hell are your ass out here doing, man? This is like the third person that's just stepping away. Might be even more than that. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. Again, Miss Gabbard, our hearts go with you. Her statement, and we'll go with that, is that, her husband, was diagnosed with a severe bone cancer disorder and disease, and so, again, we're not playing with that, but it's just, it still just doesn't sit right with me that people are constantly leaving this administration. It's not mathing. It's not mathing, TT, and this is important because this is your Director of National Intelligence, and there had been some situations in the past where she was not on the same page with President Trump, my cousin Donald, and it was clear he'd come out and say certain things, but he tried to mask it as everything's all hunky-dory, but really underneath it wasn't. And a lot of her power, she realized, and this is prior to this current diagnosis of her husband, but publicly she realized it. She realized she was just a pawn. She was just a face, just someone in position. And once she realized that her thoughts or ideas in regards to certain situations, specifically recently here in Iran, she had a totally different point of view on that. The second person who did, and stepped away. And so it's just strange. What's your thoughts, TT?
What I originally had to say was his turnover rate is horrible.
Oh God,
his turnover rate is horrible.
If you were his manager and you were coming to his company and this is his administration, it's his company, and you had to rate and score him on his turnover, he would fail pitifully, wouldn't he?
Yes.
His ass would be on the PIP. We call it performance improvement plan. PIP. Put Donald on a PIP.
But how I don't understand, like, how are your directors, like, to me it feels like the main reason why everybody is truly leaving now. I do understand that she has, problems, going on with their family or whatever. But the main issue is surrounding this war. It's surrounding us going to war. How are your most powerful people in a set, your directors, why are they leaving? Why are they leaving? It just doesn't make sense to me. Your turnover rate is horrible, and I've never seen this in my 22 years of living.
Well, TT, what I'm thinking about here is I believe that these individuals understand that if they stay with this thing here long enough, there could be legal actions down the line coming against them. Because when you're working for the federal government, there is, I'm sure, and I have to look and again, get an exact, but I'm sure there's a more lengthier statute of limitations. Probably it's no limitation on when you can be prosecuted if they find out down the line that something in your federal position you were doing or part of inappropriate things or breaking laws in your role. And a lot of what's going on now is really teetering the line here, teetering the line of what this administration is able to do and not to do without the proper approval of the United States government, meaning our Congress and Senate, making those, passing those, passing laws or passing certain bills that will allow us to go to war, because technically we have to get approval from Congress to do so. The president again is
with him being him, he don't care. They don't exist in his world.
Yeah, and I believe these people see that, and some of them like, look, I want to kind of distance myself from what the heck is going on, so it's crazy. It's really, really crazy.
Too much.
Oh, sad. This war, as we go on and down our agenda here today, Cuba's been affected big time, and this one touches my heart, TT, because I think people really need to understand Cuba. And let's get the politics out of it right now. Some people out there may know the history, a lot of people may not, who knows. But let's just speak about the island itself. Beautiful island, TT. You were out there in Puerto Rico a few weeks ago. I'm telling you right, those Caribbean islands are beautiful. And the people of Cuba are beautiful people. And most importantly, Cuba gives you a great example of a mixture of diversity. Obviously, there's a huge African culture there. But when you go to Cuba, I've never been, but I've seen plenty of videos and I've heard people who've actually been there before. It's a melting pot. You go there, you get all shades of color of people. Obviously, we know the history of that country, the Spaniards coming, and you had obviously the Africans and who were bought there as slaves, and you have a mixture of all that. But you also have the native people of that country. It's just a beautiful place, but unfortunately, with various sanctions and restrictions on who can support Cuba and what they can import and export, the limitations of support for them has been going on for decades and decades and decades. We can go way back to when Castro took over, and the Bay of Pigs when we had when Kennedy was in place, and all the things that went on, and they're right there. And the problem has been their affiliation, obviously, with our ops here. We're talking the Venezuelans, and we're talking the Russians and things of that nature. But beautiful people, and it's sad. I was watching a video and just seeing a mother. It was TT, no lights. She has a newborn baby, got to go down to the stove, and they don't have any electricity. And so she, candles is in the home, and they're doing this documentary, and she's just walking around with her newborn baby, trying to get to the stove to warm some milk and stuff. TT, I'm telling you right now. So they ran out of diesel and oil, and that's a big thing for them, because they get tourists there, and the oil and gas, they do a lot of driving around. They still ride around in the big old American old school Cadillacs, 1950 and 60 vehicles. There's a lot of history there in Cuba. It's a beautiful place, but they're set back, TT, and it's been hurting them now to hear them without an essentials like oil, which is key for operating pretty much everything that we need to operate and move in our manufacturing and in our transportation and different things of that nature. It's sad to see them suffer and go through that. And it's a result of what's going on now, as we were just talking about. What's your thoughts on Cuba?
Cuba is a beautiful place. I learned about them in my Latin American class.
Oh, right.
But in all reality, I feel like this, like them running out of oil, I feel like that was bound to happen. Me personally, I just feel like it was bound to happen, especially with everything going on. Like oil has been the topic of discussion for a very long time now, and I just felt like they were going to be caught in the crossfire. But morals and ethics,
Yeah.
I feel like we don't talk about that enough. We don't talk about morals and ethics. And this is exactly what I mean when I say ethics. They can't get oil because of the US blockade. Letting them have access to oil is a good thing that produces the greatest amount of good for the greatest number of people.
Mm.
Ethics. Come on now, it's ethics. Them not having oil isn't just hurting the Cuban government, it's hurting all Cuban people. Why are we not helping them? Like if we're supposed to be producing the greatest amount of good for the greatest number of people, why are we not helping them? He just said somewhere in one of our videos that you're watching, he just said, I'm trying to help all people.
But you have these Cuban
No
mamas
Cubans,
that's, yeah, man.
no babies, they need milk. It just don't make sense to me. It's like if it's not literally benefiting him, just him, then it just won't work. And I just feel like somebody has to step up and say, like, this isn't okay. They're literally like, without power, anything of that nature, they could die without any of that. Like, you can't survive off of candles all your life. You can't survive for the next he got 2 more years. You can't survive 2 more years without, electricity or anything like that. Gas. You can't, it's just not possible. So what are we gonna do about this? Like, that's just how I feel. That's just where I'm at. Like, it's too much for me. It's like we're watching everybody else struggle, and it's literally because of one thing.
Yeah.
One thing. We're even struggling out here too. So I mean,
yeah,
but
you got that going right. Did you see TT? Speaking of that, did you see the damn guy here in Georgia built a mini car? Smart man out there, whoever you are out there in Georgia. I saw the video, TT. This man had the little car your kid rides in, and you push the
with their
kid
feet.
around it. My man puts a motor up in that thing, and he's riding. He fills up his tank with just $3. Now, a $3 tank is not. This is not meant for you to make a family trip, folks, across the damn country. Now, you're not supposed to make a family trip. Hell, you might not even make it to your local Walmart. Well, you may, but who knows how close your Walmart is to you. But it was a smart move by the guy. He stays, I guess, relatively close to convenience stores, and you see the guy ride down the street, and he said he hasn't got any trouble from the police. Well, not riding down the street. He's on the sidewalk, I believe. He has to be on the sidewalk. But he said he hasn't had any problems. TT, that's pretty cool. Don't you think so?
I thought it was funny and unique.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny and unique, and I just wanted to know, like, how long could he drive without it, running out of gas? I just wish he would have said that, because I genuinely want to know. How long could you be driving?
That's a good one.
And before you run out of gas?
It's $3 to fill it up, TT. So I think, and I could be wrong. If it's $3 to fill it up, he's not even getting a gallon.
Literally.
So he's not even getting a gallon, TT. So I think he might make it off of 10 miles, 10 miles. I don't know.
Wait, how long does a lawnmower go for? Because I'm trying to make it make sense.
Yeah, well, TT, it depends on what type of lawnmower you got and what size motor you got. Riding lawnmowers, you got push lawn, you got different types of lawnmowers and motor sizes. I'm just going by the number. If he's saying it takes $3 to fill it up, well, hell, that's not even a gallon, because gas is about $4 here. So if you had a gallon of tank in your car left, you're probably gonna your car has a bigger tank than his, but yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna get about I don't know, maybe 10 miles. Maybe somebody can put in the comment section how much mileage do you get off of $3 of gas?
Three.
Man, oh man, but yeah, if it's
It was
close
funny. I
proximity,
liked it. It was unique.
yeah, gotta shout that brother out there. Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, we're going to our last topic, TT. This one here, I know it hit you. It hit me as well. We both ran track during our time, and so North Carolina, young man, track runner, raises his hand, winning. Was it the 4x1 he was running, or 4x4? I think it was the 4x4.
I think it was
relay.
the 4x4.
Yeah, 4x4 relay. Raises his hand. His team has been kicking butt the whole day, the whole event. Ready to get their state championship, and they get disqualified for a race. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn to you. I'm not even gonna give my thoughts. I want your thoughts first. I know you are very passionate about this. You ran track, and this situation here is just devastating for these young men. But what's your thoughts around this?
Okay, I do have mixed feelings about this topic because I get where both sides are coming from. When I was running track, we were always aware that celebrating when you cross the finish line is something that we weren't supposed to do. Now, you do get very excited. You get very excited. It's like, oh my gosh, we just won a race. So, oh my gosh, I just broke a record. But it's like, I feel like track, they're held to a higher standard than any other sport when it comes to celebrating. Now, when you see others doing it and getting away with it, it'll make you want to try your hand. So I could see why the coach said he felt like the team was being targeted because other participants celebrated and didn't get disqualified. And then to me, his celebration wasn't OD. I could see if he was like, yeah, all in their face or whatever. He let the other participant who was in second place tap him on his shoulder. He looked back, everything. Like, he was really in shock that, they got disqualified. You won the race, but you got disqualified. And I do think that they should take it to the school board because it wasn't an OD celebration. He crossed the finish line. His foot was going over the finish line. Nobody was in his arm distance or anything. And all he did, you could in the picture, it looks like he was just like, that's how it looks. It looks just like that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you did feel like officials had been picking on the team and, coaches and other teammates were aware of it, or even thinking about the warning that they stated in the video that was given to him, why jeopardize the win? If you felt like y'all were being picked on, that should have been something that you instilled in their brain. Like, look, don't celebrate. We need these points. These points gonna be the only way we win. Don't celebrate it or wait till you get off the track or wait till everybody else cross the finish line. So I definitely have mixed emotions about everything. I could see why the coach said what he said, why the officials feel that they feel, because some officials, I'm not gonna lie to you, they want specific teams to win. And I know this firsthand because they tried to rob us, and it was like a similar case of this. Like, if we do one more thing, then, they're taking the 4x1 title away from us. They was going to do that to us. So it was like, we had a very strict coach. So he was like, just wait till we finish. Y'all can celebrate after that. It's not that hard. It is kind of hard in the moment to wait. But like, when you thinking about it, am I going home with this medal or am I going home with a disqualification? So just remember, don't jeopardize the win. And track is different from every other sport. Football, you can run in the end zone and you can Dougie, you can do whatever you want to do. But track, they call it bad sportsmanship.
And track track typically follows a lot of the Olympic guidelines when it comes to rules and regulations. And one of the things here, first, let me just state what I mean. I think it was egregious for them to disqualify them. However,
especially for me, sorry to cut you off, but for me, I just feel like disqualifying a team that this race depended on if they was going to determine if they was going to win or not, and you just, y'all, in my opinion, I just feel like they were just mad. Like, they didn't want them to win. I just felt like that. There's no other way around it. But finish.
No, you're right. And what you said was correct. Hey, coach, if you know that they've been targeting you guys, and they mentioned that the team was warned, or the teams were warned.
Yeah.
So coach does have to make sure that the team understands. Listen, I know you guys may be excited, and you may want to even spit back in the face of the officials because they've been harassing you, but let's keep our cool and we can celebrate later. So I agree with that standpoint, but like you said, it's to the point where the celebration was not that bad. The young man just raised his hand up, and I am a proponent. I'm one that's actually against a lot of celebration. I see it all the time in the damn NBA. Guy can be down 15 down points, hit a 3-pointer, TT. He wants to. What the heck does that mean? You're down 15 points.
Exactly.
I'm like,
got 12 more to go.
Man, I saw daggone highlight the Cleveland. I think it's the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks are in the play. The Knicks just swept them, and I'm looking at some of the Cavalier players that getting their butts kicked, and they shoot a shot and make it, and they celebrate down the court like, oh, I'm like, what the heck you doing? So that's just an example. Same thing in the NFL. I mean, when we played ball, man, we celebrated like certain big moments. We saved it for certain big plays during the game. But golly, these guys make just a regular tackle, and they're up. Going inside and everything. God, they make a 5-yard catch, and the guy's ready to tell you, boy, you're daggone down 14 down points, and you're up here, I'm about to lose the game. Anyway, so I do believe that excessive celebrating should be tailored back here, or should be punishable in a sense. But in this specific situation, that was not excessive at all. And I agree. Yeah. I just feel like it was egregious, and they just crossed the line with it.
And then also, if they decide that they do want to take it to the school board, find other videos of other participants celebrated and show the ones that was very worse than that one. That's how you beat your case.
That's a great point. That's that lawyer in there. You had to go get some similar situations as yours. Point it out to the judge. Hey, judge, this happened here, this happened there. There you go.
But you want to make it all about my client, huh? You got people jumping up and down. The race not even done. He didn't do all that.
Yeah.
Just, in my opinion, it literally looks like, oh, I'm running, and now my hand's up.
Yeah. That could be exactly what it is. Yep. I believe that they were.
They stressing me out. They were targeted.
Yeah. They sure was. So, but shout out to those young men, and hopefully they win the appeal. They get that thing squared away.
Maybe we're gonna send you that clip so you can know what you got to do to defend your case.
There you go. You know what, yep. TT? I'm gonna look up that. We're gonna tag them when we're gonna tag that school when we post this. Yes, we are.
Yep.
100%.
So y'all can go in front of them and you tell them. You show them the video. You see this boy right here. Oh, he celebrate. You see this girl right here. She jumping up and down. She cheering. The race not even over. Yeah. But you targeting me. Did they get disqualified? No, I did. Then a warning don't even have to matter then, because did you give them one?
That's a fact. That is a fact. Well, we'll see what's going on with that, TT, but we're here towards the end of the show. We're wrapping up. Again, we want to send our well wishes to DJ Chinny. Get well out there. And, we had a good time here on the show. We want to, ensure everyone to, again, make sure that you follow, subscribe. TT, you do your thing. You tell them what they need to do.
Y'all always be trying to take my role.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just chill. Y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, share. Leave your honest opinions. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Math for TV, don't forget it. Always remember it.
No doubt. And listen, peace and love. Don't allow these things that's going on in this world to disturb what's going on in your world. Stay positive, keep your head up, and keep pushing. It's shift the culture.
Ethics and morals.
No doubt. Practice the morals. All right, now. Peace out, y'all.